Bing, bing, bing. First and 10, first down for the Bucs. They're driving with 9 minutes left. It's not a lot to say that this is a must for the defense to get a stop right here. This is definitely not going the way that the Eagles expected it to be, and I thought the defense of the Eagles was the strength, but they have not been able to tackle. A handoff, okay. Oh, maybe a hold. I don't know if you want to give them another chance to milk this clock, but you need to stop. You need to stop right now. Hmm. It is 10 yards, but it was a big stop. I'm almost inclined to say. That is a hold. Not much of a hold, but this defense has not been very good. They've had a bunch of blown tackles, and they've allowed a bunch of wide open receivers. Hence, that big catch right there. The run game for the Bucs has been ridiculous. So they only got 100 yards, but those runs have been significant every time they needed it. And Evans and Goodwin have been kind of non-existent, but they've come alive in this towards the end of the game. The clutch factors coming in. You got Evans with 2 catches and Godwin with 3. So 40 and 22. The handoff and the run game comes through again. Thank you a lot, Strider. I appreciate the follow. Also to the other 20 people there on the chat, give us a follow, give us a like, support the content. We're also on YouTube right now live. If I get you 20 people to participate in this, we can make a lot more content, get you the games here live. Let's go. Ooh, he didn't see that coming. But it doesn't really matter at this point. They're just trying to run out this clock, so I don't really know if they care at all if about getting a first down. Obviously, if it's going to come at you, but this is not good. What are you guys thinking? So give me your picks for the rest of the playoffs. Not for the rest of the playoffs, but you know what I'm talking about. The rest of this next upcoming week. I am headed to Reno, which I'm most likely going to make a bet, but I got to take a look at this. I got to take a look at some of these games. I don't like to pick something that is not well thought out. Baker takes it back. Quick slant, and he gets the first down. My goodness. They're unstoppable, and now they're over midfield. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this. This is not good. I wonder if Sirianno is going to still be the coach. There we go. Speaking of that, fire Sirianni. Let's. This is a big, huge disappointment. Although I do think it's a load of crap that the Eagles don't get the home field advantage. Oh my lord. They're starting to use they got no timeouts. The Eagles have no timeouts. It's 9 to 25. Eagles have no timeouts and they are incapable of stopping the Bucs. I just dropped the link there in the live chat if you want to come on, talk your uh talk your smack. We got Mr. Yappies with the Eagles are bums. Wow. Wow, the Eagles fans are going crazy here. Here comes the Eagle hate. I might have to go to Rumble for the Eagle hate. This is the end of the wild card football season. Here we go. I mean, I think the bigger I'm kind of I'm kind of focusing on the Eagles as opposed to what the Bucs are doing, but the Bucs are doing amazing. Whew. Oh my gosh. 6 minutes and counting. Open up your bottles if you got them, Mr. Bucks fans. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be heading to the second round. Slay Jr., Darius Slay Jr. injured for what is that, the 15th time this season? This is disgusting. Holy smokes. They got to be partying in Tampa Bay because at no time at the beginning of the year did I expect the Bucs to do anything. I had the Saints winning this division pretty easily, and that is not happening. The writing is on the wall. So we got Tampa Bay. Let's see what the 12 and a half right now. You could get Philadelphia Eagles live 12 and a half. Are you taking that money? I don't think so. It looks like the Bucs are going to come down, score, and then you might get a garbage touchdown. But I don't see them cracking that 12 and a half. That does not seem like a good bet. But right now, you can get the Houston Texans plus 9.5. What's up, chat? Let me know what you think is a better bet. Do you think the Green Bay Packers on the road at the 49ers plus 10? Or do you think the Houston Texans on the road at Baltimore? I have to take the Packers. If I'm looking at these two teams, I just can't wrap my mind around the Texans. And I don't see the 49ers as more mentally sound than the Ravens, especially at home in Baltimore. Santa Clara doesn't seem like a huge advantage. Not as much as Baltimore. But the fun game of the year might be this Buffalo Bills at Kansas City. So the over-under is 46. You know it's going to be snowing. It's going to be cold. But you got Josh Allen. Darius Slay saw the writing on the wall, and he is deciding to go on vacation. Mm. I guess. I don't think that. I didn't really get to see that injury too well, but I don't know if it's TBS year. Oh my gosh. Do you really think so? My gosh, this is tough to watch. I don't know what's going on this wild card weekend. You know, every weekend it's something. I mean, not every weekend, but every round. There's one round where all the every weekend, every wild card weekend, or could it be the second week or the third week? But you see the underdogs winning, and this seems to be that one that I couldn't figure out. So if I can miss that one, it's a good season, and I would love to make it next week where all the heavy favorites win. What should I take for next week, Strider? Mr. Strider, 100% pro. What is that called? Prognosticator. Oh, holy smokes! Holy smokes! Well, that's hilarious. Those Eagle fans brought the bags just in case. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Where do you get this? Where Baker Mayfield can just throw it up, but the Eagles can't get anything. I guess they shouldn't have sat AJ Brown. I mean, holy. Wow. Unbelievable. Baker Mayfield, MVP. He should have had a much better line. Chris Godwin was not going to be stopped the whole game. And I was afraid at halftime that they didn't do enough. But man, they did enough. Whoo! We got. This is such an odd playoffs. I gotta look this up. I can't even remember who's in the playoffs right now. Yeah, you were right. Okay, so now I know what you're saying. He said 30 plus for the Bucs, and he hit it. I hope you made that bet with your girlfriend too. Man, you're just killing her. Is she a 49ers fan too? Strider's over here predicting I think I'm gonna have to start selling your picks because obviously you're seeing something. Strider has not watched football all season yet. He's picking the over. He's picking all the games 100%. Steelers. Oh no, you had the Steelers. Oh my gosh. Well, he picked most of the games. I think I was leaning towards the Steelers until they lost TJ Watt. Oh, she is Steelers. Got it, got it. Oh, brutal. Well, then you probably had the Bills if you went against her. She's going to have to buy you some Taco Bell or something. I don't know what the bet is, but wow. Wow, we got some blasphemy here. She's a Steelers fan, but she picked the Bills. At least she's a realist. I like that. I like that. Because I tried to have no team, but if I was a Steelers fan, I don't know if I could pick the Bills. It's not like you're picking the Ravens or something like a divisional foe. Oh my goodness. I hope you took the Steelers plus the spread. What is it? 31 to 17. So the Bills covered the spread. It was 10. And they kind of took their foot off the gas. Well, you're still ahead in the count. Get one game wrong. Yep. One game missed. Run down your picks for next week if you're ready to release those, or unless you want to do a little more research. Let's see what we got. Holy smokes. They can't do anything right. This is brutal. Oh my gosh. Who's playing? Oh, geez. You really haven't watched football. Now that's blasphemy. Well, obviously the Bucs are playing. The Bucs are playing the let's see. Let's run this down real quick. The Bucs will now be playing the the Lions. Yes, the Bucs will be playing the Lions. So I got my Detroit hat on today with respect to the Lions, who, after 32 years, won their first playoff game. My gosh. Are there any Bucks fans out there? Oh, okay. I'll take Tampa Bay. Okay, no, don't laugh out loud on that bull crap. You got to pick it. If you're going to say I'll take Tampa Bay, I'm going to hold you accountable. No laugh out loud. Make your picks. Let's hear it. I got you on the record and I will hold you accountable. And then you got San Francisco against the Packers. I wonder what that spread is going to be. Not that spread, but the one with Tampa Bay and the Lions. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, is there any chance of the Eagles coming back? Well, of course you're going to take the 49ers. I don't even need to ask that from you. Of course you're going to take the 49ers, but who knows? Your girlfriend takes the Steelers. Takes the Bills, and she's a Steelers fan, so maybe you're a realist. This seems more of an emotional pick. Are you going to watch that game? Are you going to go to that game? I don't know. You might be in the San Francisco area. We got Tampa Bay. We got the Detroit Lions. And we have the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers in the second round of the playoffs. What a weird playoff. Someone different is going to win this Super Bowl. Thanks to my YouTube people out there watching this game with us. See you in Motor City. Yes, they are Detroit bound. No way they get another home game with this garbage. I guess if they played the Packers, Tampa Bay would see another home game. Obviously, if they beat the Lions. Jumping over, man. That's it. Holy smokes. South Carolina. Yeah, if you didn't put out the SC, then I would think that you're from Santa Clara. South Carolina. Are you a Nikki Haley fan? I don't know if you're watching what you're watching. Maybe you're watching politics instead of sports because you haven't watched any NFL. But now you're watching NFL. South Carolina. Oh, man, you got to be all smiles. Heck of a game. Not a Nikki Haley fan. She was your governor, bro. Come on. Wasn't she? Nikki Haley. I think she was South Carolina. I know you got Nancy Mace over there. Is she your... Are you a constituent of Nancy Mace? That girl is hot and cold with me. She says some things that are just ridiculous, but she is... Oh, okay. Got it. He does not claim Nikki Haley. She's not the worst. I mean, obviously she's not a Democrat, but she is definitely an old school Republican. That's how bad this game is, that we're talking politics. And the Iowa caucuses are kicking off today. Go ahead. Let me know what you guys think about what you think about this. Yeah, indeed, a rhino. Might as well put Mitt Romney in there. What do you guys think? Who are you voting for in the Iowa primary? We got any Iowa fans out there? Anybody going out there in the cold? Anybody out there betting on Joe Biden making it to the championship? Wow. Did he? So the primary is over in Iowa, huh? I am so tired of hearing about Iowa. There's nothing in the news except for Iowa, 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 and we knew Trump was going to win the primary in Iowa. I'm tired of the primaries. I'm a big Vivek fan. I hope he gets he would get the vice president. Oh, geez. So Strider says they called it 30 minutes after it started, which is about right. Trump, just like the Buffalo Bills, that game was over 30 minutes. No, not 30 minutes. That's probably like even before it started. I don't think anybody expected the Steelers to stick around. Who came in second place? Who came in second and third? I hope Vivek got some votes over Haley and DeSantis. That's the big thing. I could vote. Oh, CNN called it. That's pretty bad. If CNN called it, it's got to be factual, right? Okay, got it. DeSantis comes in second. Oh, I got the reference. D to Healy. Do we got any Iowa people out there watching this game in Rumble Land? So we are live on YouTube and Rumble right now. So there's only so much you can say. I guess you could say that the Bucs trumped the competition today. Lions, Bucs. Bills. Man, Kansas City going into Buffalo. Kansas City is a scary underdog. That's the one game I couldn't pick, but I would just go with the points. It seems like it's 50-50. Dang. There's one Kelsey who won't sniff a Super Bowl. So Kelsey is hugging his coach right now. So I'm not allowed to show this on YouTube. So I got to explain what's going on right now. We got Baker Mayfield in the middle, Todd Bowles, the Bucs coach, all in smiles. And they're shaking hands, but there is no love on the Eagles side. This is brutal. So we got KC. So Strider takes KC. Let us know what you think, chat. Who are you taking in this? So Strider's taking KC over the Bills, plus the points. And then he's got the Ravens, plus 9.5 against the Houston Texans, who have delightfully disappointed many teams this year. I like watching these Texans, but honestly, I don't know how they're doing it. And will the Ravens be prepared? Oh, absolutely. So Baker Mayfield's talking to the reporters right now, telling them what. Let's see. Let's see if I can get an audio of this over there on YouTube. Cade Otton was their number one target by far. A lot of babies being made in Tampa Bay today. They're going to have a good time.
You and Jared Goff both really give us so many reasons to root. What's going to be the key in that one?
We played them early on in the year as well. Didn't play our best ball, so and they're playing really well right now. So for us, getting the little things fixed, going back and looking at that film, but just trying to carry this momentum. And Stick together. That's the main thing for us. Stick together.
We know you're all banged up, the ribs, the ankle. How's everything feeling?
A win cures a lot.
Congratulations.
Jason Kelsey.
Well, Baker
Jason
Mayfield
Kelsey walking off
with the
field
post-game
as
interview.
a loser.
Jason
Making
Kelsey
the Eagles fans
over with his wife
all the way
Kylie.
out to Tampa Bay.
Who knows what the future is for Jason? We know what the future is for Baker Mayfield.
So we got
There's
Casey, the Ravens, 49ers, and
What a
Bucs.
warrior,
You're
what a
taking
player
those
he
two
has
big
been.
spreads.
Philadelphia
Going the
Eagles,
favorite
a great
side.
representative
What do you guys think
of
in
Philadelphia.
the chat?
The
What
Eagles
else do we got? Who
and the
else
NFL.
is going to make some
But
picks?
this night is also about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Moving on to the divisional round.
I will take that,
A team
the
with the
opposite
Lions
side.
coming up. This has been a presentation of the NFL
I
playoffs
do want
on
the
ESPN
points, but
and
I
ABC.
really
on
want
Saturday,
Buffalo
the divisional
to win
playoff
this
game between Houston and
I think
Baltimore.
that Buffalo is
at
going to have a heck of a
4:15
time
Eastern on ESPN and ABC.
at
For all
home
of us,
against
we
KC,
send
a
it
vulnerable
to Scott Van
Kansas
Pelt.
City. You got Mahomes not playing like that. And you
Joe,
know
thank you
she's
very
gonna get
much.
the
What a
blame.
scene here in
Travis
Tampa Bay.
Kelce's
They
gonna get
earn the
blamed.
right
He's
to
not focused.
continue
He's
on. They'll
working
take
on
on
his
the Lions
podcast.
next weekend. The
I can
Eagles,
podcast.
Eagles season
You
comes to
stick
an
to
end
football.
in a disappointing Doug.
You know
We'll
what I mean?
visit with one of the stars of the game. For most of you watching on ABC, your late local news is next. The post-game show starts on ESPN in just
What are
3
we
minutes
seeing?
from now. So stick around. We will see you then.
We got Trump winning in Iowa. We got the Bucs winning in Tampa
Thanks
Bay.
for watching this presentation
And
of the
the
National
Bills moving
Football
on to the
League.
next round. That is
Instantly,
impressive.
DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary
Let's see
NFL coach Jim Moore.
Let's see what they
What do you
ended
think?
up with.
You kidding me? Instantly? Even if I don't win a playoff game?
Yes, Jim. Even if you don't win a playoff game.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Instantly?
Instantly.
Are you kidding me?
Who's
See, we
calling these press conferences?
CBS.
Turn a $5 bet into 200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, get a no-sweat same-game parlay every day of the playoffs. The crown is yours.
What kind of stats these guys had. So to finish this game, we had a deficiency. It all started with that two-point conversion that the Philadelphia's couldn't get. On
Introducing the new
the extra
2024
point.
Ford
They
F-150.
got a flag,
Tough
a
this
penalty,
smart can
and
only
they
be
tried
called
to get
F-150.
push in for the two, and they could not get it.
Whoa, the new
So that
iPhone
was super
15 with that
disappointing.
amazing camera. I wish my family had them.
Zoe, you're an action star. Take action. Join
So,
T-Mobile and get 4 new
run game
iPhone
for the
15s
Eagles
on
only got
them
42
and 4 lines for
yards,
25
and,
bucks a line.
With that
DeAndre
camera, I'll be
Swift
sharing pics
got
from the
34
slopes.
You do
yards
not want to see yourself
when he
ski. Yeah, I'm
averages
good at
65 a
skiing.
game.
Your
so that
stunt woman
Bucs,
is.
Get to T-Mobile
line
now
really
and
shut
get 4 new
down the
iPhone
run,
15s
and
on us and
they were
4 lines
blitzing
of
like
unlimited for
crazy.
$25 a line.
You got
What do you
Jalen
think of the
Hurts,
jacket? You look like a
25
polar
for
bear.
35. He was pretty efficient.
Hey, what's
250
going
yards.
on?
Average 7 yards.
Switched to H&R Block this year. They have a refund advance loan, so I got money the day I
Could
filed.
not get that,
You can get up to $3,500.
conversion,
Pretty
and
huge.
then he had the
You could get a
safety where
refund
he was
advance
running
loan up to
into the back of the end
$3,500 the
zone.
day you file.
So that is a big, huge
Most people know me by my Greek name, Giannis.
advantage to the Eagles.
But my Nigerian name is Ugo.
But they were getting that
I know,
blitz in there
I am
so
Nigerian.
quick. I don't know what they
But
told
I can be one of those people who never goes back.
the blitz guy.
I want this one.
It's a part of who I am. And I can't fully know who I am
I've seen that.
until I know where my story started.
He had Devonta Smith, he went off. But so did Puka Nakua yesterday for the Rams, and he had about 200 yards. Devonta Smith had 140 yards, 148, 12 targets and 8 receptions. So he did his job. But they also had, what's his name out?
Ice cold Corona.
A.J. Brown was out. And then Julio Jones went out.
Guy's got an arm.
I believe it was the second quarter. And he left the field with injury.
Fresh cut limes here.
Dallas
Ice
Goedert,
cold Corona.
he tried to pick it up. He was
When you
catching
buy
it
10
with the
tickets
ball,
on Vivid Seats,
and he
you
only
get the
had
11th
4
ticket free.
receptions for 21
I wonder what my
yards.
11th will be.
Living rent-free in a hockey player's head?
To work with.
What's
I mean, their number 2 receiver was their running back, DeAndre Swift. And those were all screens.
Not just any whiteboard. Katie Porter's whiteboard is one way she's
often seen grilling top executives of banks, big pharma, even top administration officials.
Katie Porter, never taken corporate PAC money, never will. Leading the fight to ban congressional stock trading. And the only Democrat who opposed wasteful earmarks that fund politicians' pet projects.
So what do you guys
Katie
think?
Porter, focused on your challenges.
What is
from
your
lowering housing
takeaway from
costs
this
to
game?
fighting climate change.
Are the Bucs for
Shake
real?
up the Senate with Democrat Katie Porter.
I'm Katie Porter, and I approve this message.
Grab the keys to a new fuel-efficient Toyota. Head into the new year with more peace of mind and legendary dependability behind the wheel of a new Toyota, the most reliable brand on the road. Shop the largest selection of hybrid and electrified
They're usually pretty quick at
vehicles and get low financing on the all-electric BZ4X, or lease one for an incredible $299 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
They're not out of this game, but they've got to start having some answers on the offensive side of the ball.
2nd and 4. Here's another broken tackle. This is the rookie Trey Palmer, and he is gone.
I'm curious to see what
touchdown Buccaneers.
And yes, now they are out of this game. Did the 49ers start the Eagles' demise? It was a no-fly zone in Tampa Bay. Bucs finishing them off tonight. Sets up an interesting second weekend of the playoffs. Toyota after the game right now.
From ABC 7, this is Toyota after the game.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Toyota After the Game. Larry Beal along with Cal Hall of Fame quarterback Mike Pawlowski. You know, when the playoff schedule first came out, we were circling this game thinking, well, this could determine who the 49ers play. As it turned out, the Packers made all of that irrelevant. But what surprises you the most in this game? Either, you know, Baker Mayfield playing at this level,
you got Joe
or
Biden and Donald Trump.
the utter
Joe Biden
collapse
is the favorite,
of the Eagles from the team that we witnessed in the first 2 months of the season.
Everybody was talking about the Eagles as they were going to repeat, coming back out from the Super Bowl so close last year, and they were going to be great this year, and they were early. They looked so strong.
And then Vivek Ramaswamy,
but
then Ron DeSantis
they absolutely fell apart towards the end of the season. And so, and not just this, the NFC in general. Eagles fall apart, Dallas falls apart. There was a lot of surprising first games in the playoffs this year.
Yes, and the Niners handled both of those teams, after which they then stumbled their way forward, and now both of them are out of the playoffs. Let's get to our Toyota Let's Go Places player of the day, and it's Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield. Look, this is such an amazing story. This is a guy who's looking for a job anywhere before the season, almost like a shotgun wedding. You know, Baker, we kind of need a quarterback, and you kind of need a team, and look at how well this has worked out.
Yeah, and he signs a one-year contract, which is really kind of laden with incentive bonuses in it, and he comes out and he throws for 4,000+ yards as a quarterback on the year. So good for Baker. I love to see resurrection stories like that for guys. Doing a great job tonight. But he's been doing a great job for the Bucs all year long. They played enough defense tonight to really be good.
I don't know.
And that was a big difference maker as we talk about the playoffs all the time. Defense is big.
California to the red.
It's pretty interesting for a quarterback to keep
New York
telling me defense wins championships like 5 times a night. But he's right. He's right.
But you do make
the interesting thing, you know, you look at the Cleveland.
99% correct on all the football games. So okay, let's go with it. All the states turn red. Put some money on that. You will get quite
to be well. But if you're getting that #1 pick or the #2 pick or the #3 pick all the time and you're not winning all the time, there's something to be said for the way the team's being managed. And so Cleveland has a hard time with quarterbacks. They have since, we were just talking about it off air, Bernie Kosar is the last great Cleveland quarterback I can think about. So that's a long run of bad quarterbacks.
That's extended. Jalen Hurts is a really good quarterback, but the last few weeks of the season, first of all, you have A.J. Brown who's out, so you lose maybe your top receiving target, depending on whether you like him better than Devontae Smith, and I think most people would say yes. You have Dallas Goedert, but you have absolutely no running game tonight. And for Hurts, I mean, the RPO game and his ability to get outside, made everybody nervous for so long. 1 carry for 5 yards. You got to think that his knee is not right.
Absolutely, and 1 carry for 5 yards for him. Only rushed the ball 13 times
as a team.
And they love the RPO. They ran some RPO. PO, but the Bucs saying, we're going to make you beat us with your arm.
Celebration
but they also
for
kept him
Tampa Bay Bucs.
hemmed in. We see on this safety here. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get downfield. Don't let him get vertical in the rushing game. And as you pointed out, his knee has been an issue this season. But he was just off all night long. I think the Eagles were just off all night long. And at one point, you could just see him take the hands off the wheel. They were like, that's it, we're done.
You could see them almost physically let go of the rope on that long touchdown that kind of sealed the deal there. But you have to ask the question, because leading up to December the 3rd, and you know the Eagles were the big bad wolf and the team that the Niners were going to have to contend with, and they got destroyed 42-19. Did the 49ers break the Eagles? Because they're 1-6 since then.
Yeah, it's a great question. Sometimes a team like the Niners can show the emperors have no clothes, right? So you come out and you play a team who's supposed to be great. And obviously, Dom and Greenlaw getting into it here. But the Niners came out and absolutely stuffed the Eagles. Their offense was really good in this game. They just dominated the entire game. Well, that becomes a roadmap for teams going forward when you watch film as well. Because when the Niners can exploit your weaknesses and show it on film, now the next team can do it. And the more that happens, now you start to get that in your psyche that, oh, wait a second, maybe we're not as good as we think we are. And you start to self-doubt, and then you slow down, and you become hesitant. And now you're not the team that you thought you could be. Mindset is such a difference maker.
Against Trump, that's just impossible. There's no way for him to.
And when you think you're a great team, you tend to play like a great team. But when you've been exposed, you play worse. And the Niners did a pretty good job of exposing the Eagles in that game.
Yeah, exposed, injured,
I like Vivek, but I don't think
filled with dissension if you look at the headline.
As a vice president, good for him. That freaking guy's a boss.
Philly, and they were in the Super Bowl last year.
Who knows what's
they're talking about firing their coach now. Yeah. So,
Vivek is Obama
welcome to the NFL.
Interesting.
We start talking about much more Niner talk as we continue on Toyota after the game. We'll look ahead to the matchup with the Green Bay Packers. Brock Purdy getting set. That's next.
Obviously, he's saying all the right things. So I guess what you're saying is right when he gets into office, he's going to turn into a
After the game, sponsored by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Or like a real moderate.
It's stylish.
He's not talking very moderate.
Gets up to 57 mpg. This is the all-new Prius.
They're both skinny guys with
hybrid and electrified vehicles from Toyota. And that beast, with all that stump-pulling power, it's a hybrid too. Or want to kick the pump altogether? Meet the all-electric Toyota BZ4X, the hybrid and electrified vehicle leader. Toyota, let's go places.
Obviously, DeSantis is proven, but he's not bought. I mean, he got his money from Big Pharma.
It's that feeling when you're at Disneyland Resort.
I don't care
Kids
what
3 through 9 can visit a Disneyland
just
Resort
got
theme park with a limited time kids special ticket offer.
The position that they were asking for, and they actually did.
We know things don't quite add up right now.
Accomplished it.
Inflation is down. Rent is up.
Inflation is
well,
down.
when the cost of living is high, we find new ways to go low.
Ooh,
We've lowered the price on hundreds.
That's exciting. Tucker
of your
VP,
favorite IKEA products.
Very
Designing something beautiful is easy. Designing something beautiful with great quality.
I wonder if that would work
for a low price.
Them because
that's
he
a
really
different story.
A lot of feathers,
it's why we're here.
And he says things
that's a promise,
he doesn't stay very
not a
neutral.
promo.
When I was your age, we never had anything like this. What? Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi that works all over the house, even the basement.
He asks the questions even if he doesn't believe it.
So I can finally throw that part.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. They don't like him, that he asks those questions.
And invite Shannon Barnes.
Maybe he doesn't believe
Dreams do come true. Get started with Xfinity Gig Internet for $25 a month when you add mobile with no annual contract.
Maybe we'll even get married one day. I wonder what I'll be doing. Probably still living here with Mom and Dad.
Talk about the
fast, reliable speeds right where you need them. That's wall-to-wall Wi-Fi on the Xfinity 10G network.
Win, even though you don't believe they'll win. If you want to talk about it, see if there's an intelligent discussion.
Pop on the run? No problem.
That's what Tucker always does.
With 5 drive modes,
what do you guys think about? What do you guys think about Biden? Do you think he will make it to the,
I'm on the dates with a look at the stories we have coming up on the news at 9. Tonight, all eyes are on the Hawkeye State as we track the outcome of the Iowa caucuses. And could the conflict in the Red Sea impact your price at the gas pump? And more rain is on the way. Join us for the details at 9.
All right, Amma, thank you. Here we go. Divisional round officially set. Who would have thought the Cowboys and the Eagles would both get bounced on Super Wild Card Weekend? Niners will host the Packers on Saturday at Levi's Stadium. I'm going to keep repeating that. And we got the Texans visiting the Ravens right here on ABC 7. So earning the 1 seed in the NFC gave the Niners a week to rest up for the divisional round of the playoffs. As we mentioned, hosting Green Bay Saturday at Levi's Stadium. Brock Purdy, best passer rating in the NFL. We said all season long if the Niners stay healthy. They appear to have the best roster in football. Too many weapons for defenses to defend. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, a great offensive line. Yet everybody knows anything could happen in a one-and-done situation.
It's win or go home. This isn't a 7-game series. You know, it's not the best team that wins the trophy at the end. I feel like we've had the best team the last 3-4 years, and we still haven't gotten a ring. It's about how good can you play in those 3 hours that you're allotted out there.
Really excited about the next opportunity, going to San Francisco, playing against one of the best teams in the NFL, and we'll have our work cut out for us.
I mean, they're a very talented team, so it's all about how we get back to work this week, getting the film room, see what they're all about.
We have great weapons. I think everyone's playing at a really high level, and like everyone is very dialed into the sense of urgency. Like you feel that in the building. Like everyone just has this unique focus.
Oof. Based on where we thought things would be with the Niners in the playoff scenarios, to have the Lions, Bucs, and Packers instead of Cowboys and Eagles as teams
that guy as press secretary.
You have to go through, or cities you have to go through.
He was really giving
I think they would take that all day long.
No doubt. Detroit's the only team that you really thought were going to be in that mix. And then you thought you were going to have Dallas, you thought you were going to have Philadelphia as well. But now, after that first round, you end up Philadelphia out. Dallas.
That would be good television.
Detroit looks really good.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty impressed with Detroit. That's the hardest test, it looks like to me. And I think the matchups that they're going to face now compared to what they thought they were facing coming in. But again, one and done, you said it.
Yeah.
One game, it only takes one bad game. Remember that Niners had that run of 3 games where they did not look great in the middle of the season. Now they are wide, they are deep, they're talent rich. And they're hard to stop because everywhere that you look, they've got talent.
I don't know what happens
but
in the
one game.
Party if he loses.
I'm just going to say it. The Lions have reported into the divisional round. It's a reporting in joke. Get it? Remember? That was like, I know, so old, a couple weeks ago. Anyway, the Packers destroyed Dallas and Big D. Jordan Love led the way. Were you surprised at how effective Green Bay was against what we thought was this vaunted Cowboy defense?
Turnovers, can't turn the ball over. And defensively, Dallas in this game looked exactly like they did against the Niners. They were not gap sound up front. The defensive front, minus Micah Parsons, did not do a lot. They rushed Jordan Love a little bit, but they didn't really get to him. They didn't really hit him.
Maybe cover a guy?
Yeah, and it's just all that is a tight end throwback. Everybody in the NFL runs it, little bootleg will throw back, but there's nobody home. And they didn't cover in the secondary at all. Jerry Jones just beside himself, and Dak Prescott had no idea what he was doing in that game. They were out of sync. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, all game long were not connecting, and their defense was horrible.
Not what we saw in the early part of the season, for sure. Let's talk Jordan Love. The Jordan Love experience began with him sitting on the bench.
That's interesting.
Watching Aaron Rodgers year after year after year. And through no fault of his own, Love found himself in the middle of the Rodgers controversies because he was drafted in the first round in 2020 instead of giving Aaron a wide receiver. And I agree with Aaron on that. Like, why are you drafting my replacement already? But the former Utah State star has really come on strong the past few months, Mike.
It's funny. I remember the same controversy when Aaron got drafted there behind Brett Favre. So a lot of that goes on, right? Why not get me another guy that I can use on offense? But you have to draft the heir apparent eventually. And I watch Jordan Love now, and I see so much Aaron Rodgers in his game. The way he foot pops off that front leg, right? The early hip turn.
With both feet off the ground?
Can throw both feet off the ground. Like he's not in contact. He's very toesy when he throws, which I do not recommend for quarterbacks at home. You don't want to be toesy. But throws like that, I see Aaron Rodgers everywhere. So he learned a lot, obviously, under Aaron Rodgers.
Flipping out on that side if they skipped over.
He mimicked a lot under Aaron Rodgers, but he's playing at a pretty high level the last several games.
What's the technical definition of getting toesy?
When you want all of your cleats in the ground when you throw.
Okay.
And so you literally want contact with
RFK.
all of your cleats. And so if all of your cleats are not in the ground, you start getting up on your toes, then there's more to manage because your calves are now involved, your quads are involved, so you're very toesy. You're up on your toes. But if all your cleats are in the ground, now you're solid, you're anchored, and you can make that throw. Aaron Rodgers can get toesy because he has the greatest passing arm of all times. Jordan Love will wait.
Of all time?
Oh, he's one of the greatest natural throwers ever.
Okay. Even toesy. And he can
even
still do
toesy,
it.
yes.
Curious thing, let's talk about another quarterback, Jared Goff, who you're close to.
Yeah.
Texting him all the time.
We
saw him since he was a freshman. We saw him in high school, actually, here. But you had to feel good watching the Lions game and the victory over the Rams. Goff, I mean, he beats his old coach, takes the Lions to a level of success that they had not. We went to Jared. That was hilarious. Whoever made that sign, excellent job. The Lions haven't had any success in 3 decades.
And he comes in, and now he redeemed himself. We talked about Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff coming to beat his old team. Talk about like a rebirth for a guy, right? If there's a way to do it and they write a book about it, that's it. You beat your old team. You had Coach McVay out there with his little brother's hoodie on, you know, wearing that tight hoodie that he wears all the time. And it just made me feel good. I was a little bit resentful over what they did with Jared when he left. Jared's my dude. He is a really, really good human being outside of being a great quarterback. And when McVay blamed him when he left, for him to come back out and be able to correct the record in that game last night, he was really outstanding. And he was clutch.
Yeah.
They went to him, Campbell went to him and said, you know what, we're going to put the ball in our guy's hand when we need the first down. They went to him with the ball, and he made the plays that he had to, along with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And if you see any more of that locker room video with the Lions and Goff, you can see the level of affection they have for him and the kind of leadership that he brings to the team, because he's kind of quiet, soft-spoken guy. But getting it done for the Lions onto the divisional round. More to come on Toyota after the game. We continue to look ahead to what the Niners have awaiting them against Green Bay on Saturday. And Draymond Green is back, cracking up the refs. Now the refs love Draymond. We'll see if that would lead to a win tonight in Memphis.
Project Solar Warden.
Behold my Jackraps, 100% all-white meat grilled or crispy chicken with lettuce, cheese, and sauces, and a warm tortilla for $3.29. And they're under 400 calories, so if your goal this year was to save money and eat healthy-ish, we got you.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement
NASA hacker Solar Warden
and command
reverse engineering technology,
as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters.
It seems as though it is
Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
From NASA, who says that he's reverse engineered alien technology.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into San Jose. 1 weekend only. Santa Clara Fairgrounds. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age, featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. January 27th and 28th. Santa Clara Fairgrounds. Tickets at DinosaurAdventure.com.
After a car accident, beware of insurance companies bearing small checks. If you've been injured, you may feel pressured to settle too soon and for too little money. Don't be fooled. The minute you sign, your claim is over, no matter how serious your injuries are or how many bills come in later. Choose Jacoby & Myers. For over 50 years, we've turned low insurance offers into big settlements. Call us and find out what we can win for you. Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Was not real.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period, like accidentally parking where you shouldn't?
That it was on a sound stage. I think it was Joe Rogan who had
what about this one?
Said
that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period?
That singer
when it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
I have a PhD in astrophysics. Whoa. Where you're not watching football? Can you tell them how to throw a spiral? I guess astrophysics. Physics. Exactly. What is the difference between, well, I suppose it's space. That is the difference between astrophysics and just physics. Physics is the science of motion, I suppose, and then astrophysics is
Let's talk some hoops. Draymond Green
motion.
back for Golden State Warriors visiting Memphis.
That's
Memphis got a zillion guys out. Didn't matter. Green to Steph Curry.
Right.
This is what you're looking for,
Yes.
and Steph gives it back, and Draymond with a wide open shot knocks it down. 7 points, 4 assists. And Curry with the handles here.
You can
you reach,
all the
I
winners of the
teach.
football game.
Come on now. Almost not fair for poor Vince Williams Jr. in the blender. Steph had 26. Trace Jackson Davis says, learn to live with rejection, Jaren Jackson. And Jonathan Kuminga taking it to the authority. Warriors were up 86-79. And, you know, I mentioned Ja's out, Bane is out. The Grizzlies entered the game the worst three-point shooting team in the NBA. They hit 23s. 20. Ridiculous. So you have Gigi Jackson and Jaren Jackson with a dagger coming up. Most
10 degrees.
threes allowed all season by the Warriors, and they fall 116-107 as ABC 7's Chris Alvarez joins us now. So Draymond back after missing 16, 12 suspension, last 4 to work on conditioning.
Jill Biden degrees, where she just kind of wrote a paper and got like
bump up a little bit, Larry. But this Warriors team, they keep losing ground in the Western Conference against a team that didn't have as good a record as them, and you're just dropping games. And Draymond also said afterwards that you can't do this. You're running out of time quickly. And you see, this is a bad turnover by Draymond, too. He's got to get that ball out there. Steph, I think, had 5 turnovers. The fouls were an issue, and allowed 23s to a team that had 4 or 5 guys missing. Steve Kerr talked about it after the game. They knew coming in that Memphis was shorthanded, and they still did nothing about it. That defense has just been porous, and it continued tonight in Memphis. They can't have these kind of losses, Larry.
They can't, but they continue to have these kinds of losses, which is the problem. And they'll got one more game against Utah to finish up the road trip before coming back home. But it's not looking great even with Draymond in the lineup. This is funny now. Kings coach Mike Brown, this is hysterical. Former Warriors assistant, we know him well, friend of the program, was really upset by the officiating in the loss to the Bucs. Did something we have not seen before. So
how much debt?
Well, here's Mike Brown being restrained. This is just an indication of his level of unhappiness with the officiating. It's just like trying to drag him off. Anyway,
turn on the Jets, Larry.
Turn on the Jets. He brought a laptop to the post-game news conference to display for the entire world.
Super smart. They want you there. I'm surprised you didn't get
in living color. How many mistakes the refs made? It's going to lead to a significant fine. 25 grand seems to be the standard.
I just want to show you guys why I got kicked out of the game. Right here, this is in the first. This is in the third quarter with 1:28 left to go in the third. And right here, you can watch. Go back and watch. Fox barely puts his hand on Dame's hip.
Hi, everybody. Raymond, would you bring the computer up here, please? I couldn't resist. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing, and it will result in a fine. I just kind of want to do this just to show everybody. Here's what the stats look like. You know,
yeah, and props to the Kings PR staff for they had those plays queued up already, Larry. Like this was like. They knew.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were upset all game. They had plenty of time to do the editing. Thank you, Chris. More to come on Toyota after the game. We'll recap Eagles and Bucs, show you what happened in Buffalo that led to Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin walking out of his own press conference.
He must be a younger man because Space Force is rather new. I believe it's only like 8 years old. Free scholarships. Everything could have been free.
Lease a new 2024 EV6 light long range for $359 a month.
Fifth hand of our armed forces. You got Marines, Navy. What else do you got? Marines, Navy, Army. I think Coast Guard. And then you got Space Force. 5 arms of the military. There you go. 50. I just got my PhD 2 years ago
When breakfast looks like ooh and tastes like mmm, you know it's BOGO for $1 at McDonald's. Choose from a sausage McMuffin, a sausage burrito, or crispy hash browns. Order ahead in the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bruno! This is very interesting. We are here with Strider on the text live chat.
With 5 drive modes, road makes this a walk in the park.
He has 10 degrees in astrophysics. He has an astrophysics degree.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months, or get a low $349 per month lease on Rogue.
Where did you graduate from? What was the highest one? Did you go one of the elites, like schools that are, what are they called? The Ivy League schools.
It's that feeling when you're at Disneyland Resort. Kids 3 through 9 can visit a Disneyland Resort theme park with a limited time kids special ticket offer.
And altogether, it took me 50
Listening to people that drink Bigelow tea is so important to my family because making that perfect cup,
I have 0
it's the reason we do what we do.
I don't even know what.
So what are you guys drinking?
Constant comment. When I'm drinking Bigelow tea, it's just a moment for me. It's just me time.
That's what a cup of tea is. A moment for you, someone you love.
Oh, it tastes really great.
Yeah. Yes, it was always Bigelow tea.
Wow, that's what my family hopes for.
Cheers. Cheers.
Let's see. Let's see. Bing, 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 bing. Ball boxing, NBA.
Ago, our imagery reflects the world as it is and lets us imagine how we want it to be. Make a connection. Move the world.
Let's see.
Look what
Sorry
I
about
just
that.
made. The
Give me a
perfect
second.
pearl.
So I got my
Too bad,
PhD
but
at
check
MIT.
this out.
The rest were just hobbies. Man. Well, you got to be making some good money while you're going to get those hobby degrees.
Gives you wings.
I mean, that. I believe at that point it's more for
with the taste
like
of ginberry.
understanding. It's more for learning than it is
Wings
for
for every taste.
actually having those degrees. Do you have them all on your
I
wall?
wouldn't trade this
I'm
for
sure you do.
anything.
I mean, if that was
they
me,
work
I'd
out
have my
sometimes.
degrees
There's so
just
many
hanging
places to
behind
see,
me.
like Los Angeles, Houston,
Trophy case.
OKC,
right next to my
Phoenix,
sports
and the Bay.
league
We love our new house.
MVP
We
award
just have questions.
that I won in basketball.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I was a deep sea
State Farm agent will
diver
help you
by
through all the
trade.
unexpected moments.
Holy smokes!
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
But that's not how you made your money, I'm sure.
Tell Nike.
I mean, you could do anything if you're that smart.
Thank you, Michael.
Open your own business.
About getting a tattoo. My ass is so big, I don't
Yeah,
think it'll hurt.
definitely.
There's not enough
Did you open your own business? What exactly did you do to earn your millions of dollars?
Incident with those little bars of soap. I almost lost it, and I was like, "Whoa, that was too close for comfort." So.
Next call, please.
New episodes of the Steam Room Podcast weekly.
All right, Laker fans, it's time to play Laker Pick'em. You know the deal. It's time. It's free to play on Lakers.com and the Lakers app. You can climb the leaderboard to win great weekly prizes. This week's prize, a Torian Prince autographed basketball. Stu, you know what to do.
What's that? Oh, think of a word?
Give me the word.
Oh, okay.
You want to think of it right now?
Okay, I'm going to give you a good one now.
The answer is.
I'm going to give you a good one now. The key word is court.
Oh.
As in, Bill, how many times have you heard the phrase, I'll see you in court?
Oh, I don't know.
You haven't counted them? You didn't know where I was going with that one, did you?
I kind of knew.
No, you didn't.
A little bit. It's never basketball related. 7-0 Laker run. Williams.
Yes, I built prototypes. They're easy and good money. Yeah, no doubt about that. If you could build something that you sell, maybe take it to Shark Tank. I don't know how easy they are. I do have something that I want to build that I know is super easy, but I can make some good money in it, but I just haven't got around to it. I think everybody's looking to build something. Not everybody's motivated to do something, though. Actually make a move on it. Doesn't it cost a lot of money? Doesn't it cost like $20,000 to like get something made? And I guess not if you're just going to build it in your
OKC looking to win on the road for the 12th
home
time. They only have 3 teams that have garnered more road wins than them. Long distance, dialed up.
Jalen Williams is a player too.
Isn't he though?
His rep is continuing to grow.
Going to be a problem. He's part of their big 3.
Yeah, I'm dying to build this thing. I'm curious as to how much it would cost.
Good penetration that time by Torian Prince, finding AD for the foul.
Well, Lakers trying to snap this 2-game losing streak, losing to Phoenix. And
I'm working to change the world. Tesla, the guy, was my idol, as many other people. Yeah, but you know what? I believe he died broke, which is a shame because he was a very intelligent person. I mean, I think everybody wants to change the world.
9 of 11 since their loss to the Lakers, which was one of their 5 home losses. They've won 2 in a row on the road. Williams, 3-pointer. LeBron, a bit of a running start, has his 7th rebound.
In 1943. In 1943, Nikola Tesla, died with $0 in his pocket, and now he has a car out there making billions for Elon Musk. I wonder if his descendants are kind of asking for some of that money. I know I would be. I mean, we got people out there that have such frivolous lawsuits for really nothing. That seems like a pretty good lawsuit if you ask me.
Oh, and he can't finish. Yeah, count it. Yeah, count it.
I mean, I think he added to that. If Nikola Tesla is your hero, what's his name? My son is learning about... That's something I would like to learn about is electricity. Almost everything we have today is ACC of Tesla. Yeah, I would like to learn about electricity because that's something that is a little bit over my head, and I know it's an easy concept I'd like to go to school for.
I think it is.
Ooh, no.
Close. Didn't he have a rivalry with Thomas Edison? And Thomas Edison kind of undercut Nikola Tesla.
He hits a smart center
I think
stage
that
and is crushed by a
factored
baby
in
grand
because
piano.
he was also trying to get his...
You're replacing me? Customize and save with Liberty Bibbidi.
He doesn't even have a mustache.
Electricity
Only pay for what
out
you
there.
Liberty, liberty.
Also, I don't think the government wants to give anything away for free. He was trying to find a way to have free electricity for everyone. So I guess when you're talking about changing the world, that's kind of the concept. I wonder what his motivation was for trying to give away electricity for free. Didn't he want to make money, or did money mean nothing to him? I don't know what kind of person he is. I didn't do too much studying. These are just facts and tidbits that I've picked up over the years. But you know who was an amazing inventor was Benjamin Franklin. I believe he graduated before you graduated.
Get yourself back in the game.
Because
get yourself a Gatorade.
Life expectancy was a lot less back
Rehydrate,
then.
replenish, refuel.
But I believe he graduated
Only
early.
1 in 5 people with disabilities,
and then he went
including
to
those with autism, are employed, despite many
Where did
having
he
the
go?
skill set and desire to work.
He wanted
Why?
to help and uplift everyone.
Outdated stigmas and beliefs. So let us make it easy. This is a
But
job
didn't he
for
want to make
someone
money?
with
He was
autism.
trying to make money, or maybe he
This
just thought money
is
was
a job
the
for
only way
someone
that
with
he
autism.
could.
So is this.
He could
That job?
fund his
Also
products.
perfect.
I know he was
Businesses
going to some
value
of the
diversity,
richest
but
people of the
sometimes
time
overlook the
and
unique
trying to get
strengths
money
and
for
abilities
his
of the
projects
autism
and his
community. Introducing WIN,
his
the
ventures.
Workplace Inclusion Now program by Autism Speaks. We bridge the gap and help
Can you
businesses
believe
lead
that
the
someone
way in
like
inclusive
LeBron
hiring.
James or Peyton Manning get paid
Yes.
millions and millions of
These
dollars?
are all
LeBron James
jobs
is a
for
billionaire,
someone
but someone like Nikolai
with
Tesla
autism.
dies broke.
To learn more
Wow.
and lead the way in inclusive hiring, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
Football, basketball, sports, they do
Yep.
distract us. It's a
That
great
job too.
distraction, especially for men.
Jack in the Box game summary. Let's get it to you.
I'm sure
AD,
they could have
another
found a way
double-double.
to
Go ahead, put
profit
4
off of
assists
that.
on the board. Remember, he had the triple-double the other night.
Can you just imagine
big
if
numbers, good
we
stat
had
line.
free
SGA doing his
electricity?
thing. Only has 2 points
I
so
mean,
far
there's
in
more
this
food
quarter,
right now
though.
than there is.
LeBron 14-7
There is
and
people,
3
yet we
after
throw it
having a
away,
night
and
off.
the government
And
buys
Utah
it
is
so that they can
nurse
throw it
that
away
sore
from
ankle. All right,
the
here it is
farmers.
Well, this is a
We have
call
so
that
much
it's under
food.
challenge, but they were overruled. And
Well,
so
what's
count
your
the
what's your
basket to
feeling
Austin
on?
Reeves on the goaltend? Yes.
We need to have a conversation with the video
Oh my
guys at
gosh.
OKC.
That's crazy. So this is the first game he's watched all year.
There's some that I think are obvious.
Strider 1530, but
Really one of the quickest reviews we've had.
yeah, what made you click on the feed if you don't really watch football? I mean, you'd think if anything, you would have jumped on the Steelers and Bills game since your wife, your girlfriend, is a Steelers fan. And then on the opposite side, maybe you jump on the 49ers games since you're a 49ers fan.
Well, again, flat angle pass. and Vandy did
Steelers
a
fan
great
and
job.
a 49ers fan living in South Carolina. That is interesting.
But reading it and got into the lane.
18-6 points in the paint here in the quarter for the Lakers. Williams, set, fire, in and out, and then a push underneath.
So I was gonna say, what's your feeling on this food, this processed food, this green goo that they make out of the hamburgers, the Impossible Burgers? Do you think we should use that to feed the world? I mean, isn't that basically the same concept as electricity being free? You could have food for days. Build one of these in one of these impoverished nations.
Rui coming into the game.
Huh.
Well,
Interesting.
maybe he's not.
I mean, do you think that
Back
food
to the
is
sideline,
bad?
or
I
to
mean,
the
with all the
interior.
processed food we have now, no one knows what's in a chicken nugget.
6 more games here in
Of course it's nasty,
LA,
but we got
including
how many
tonight,
people
they'll get 3
dying
more
of
on the
hunger?
homestand, then the Clipper game,
I wouldn't
which
eat
is
it.
the
I'll
home
eat a
game, then
steak.
another
I'll eat a
home
real
game.
steak.
The next
There's
game
no
out
problem.
of Los Angeles is against Golden State in a couple of weeks.
I
What a
just saw
run.
this article about like all the microplastics in all our food. That can't be healthy for you. And all our meats. I didn't read the article. I read the headline. I meant to read the article. But apparently there's a ton of microplastics in all of our foods, specifically our meats. I should go back and read that article, but instead I read an article about how the Dallas Cowboys are going to beat the Green Bay Packers, which was pretty much useless
11 out of
since that didn't come to
36.
fruition.
The Lakers now 5 out of 19.
Jang from France has appeared now in 3 straight games. His season high is 18.
I don't know what goes into the green goo. I'm sure we can figure it out. Look into Alquila algae. It would be better. Yeah. No, I heard about algae. I heard that it can feed people and it's nutritious. I don't know if you ever seen that movie Snowpiercer, but they're feeding all the poor people bugs, and they're crushing them up into cubes. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think if it's food, it's food. I'm not a big foodie. I don't care what I eat, so I don't have to have it. As opposed to my wife, who is a foodie, and she made me this fabulous
good gap shoot by LeBron,
bacon cupcake. It's got bacon, strawberries, syrup, and it's on white cake.
Wow, what a game.
And I'm dying to eat it. But that would be very rude for me to eat on the stream.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free.
Who
so
knows?
he was happy to
It's
read the
probably filled
disclaimer
with
on TurboTax
microplastics.
Free Edition.
But Strider,
37% of
we are going to have you on one of these shows, my
Form
friend.
1040 and limited
We'll do
credits
something
only.
together.
See how at turbotax.com.
Hit me up. Next time we're going to have one of the games. Maybe we'll have
File
something.
your taxes 100%.
I am going to
free
eat
with
it.
TurboTax
I am going to
Free
eat it.
Edition
Believe me,
and get your max
I'm
refund
dying to eat it.
guaranteed.
I'm going
Make
to
your
get
moves
off the
count.
stream right now.
See if you
and
qualify
I am
at
going to destroy it.
TurboTax.com.
As though it was a Philadelphia Eagle quarterback.
Hey, Alexis, show alternate routes.
But we're going to have you on the stream. I don't know if you'd be willing to come on the link and we could just go shoot the breeze one time. But let me know. Think about it. Hit me up. Send me a message. I don't know if you can send a message, actually.
What he was able to do in his life. And,
all right,
and
sir.
The speeches that he gave.
It's been
awesome.
awesome.
That he gave.
Have a rest of have a happy night, and go get your returns from what you won. Go cash that in tonight.
And share great things
props.
to you. It's just super duper awesome. And you know, his legacy.
All right, player. Thank you for coming on. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll catch you next time. We're gonna get you on the stream. Let's go, player.
You know, so,
I'm gonna go cash it in, even though I didn't win
salute
that
you
either.
to this day, and
But
we'll
let's
always
go.
represent you here, especially you know, in the NBA with the Lakers.
And well said by the King as Hachimura comes in and switches it through.
Rui knocks down the 7th three-pointer for the Lakers.
Shea and the Thunder. He's got 18-17 for Williams. Jalen Williams.